This night prayer changed thousands of lives. Will it change yours? In the silence of the night, when the world goes quiet and only the echoes of your thoughts remain, a hidden force awakens, waiting to be called upon. It is in this sacred hour, when shadows stretch long across the soul, that a divine presence leans in close, listening. This is not just any moment. This is the moment for restoration, the moment for healing. And tonight, your spirit is about to be touched in ways you never imagined. For centuries, people have whispered prayers into the night, pleading for peace, for strength, for healing of their bodies and restoration of their broken lives. Some say these prayers are answered only when your soul is desperate enough, broken enough, open enough. But others believe there's something more, a spiritual key that unlocks the supernatural. Tonight, we are going to pray a powerful, ancient prayer. But this isn't a generic prayer you've heard 1,000 times before. No. This is a sacred invocation of divine restoration that has been spoken by those in the deepest agony, and by those who walked away completely transformed. Are you ready to receive what so many have felt? Are you willing to allow light to enter the darkest chambers of your soul? Before we begin, take a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Release the thoughts that chase you, the ones that scream you're not enough, that healing is impossible, that restoration is beyond your reach. Tonight, we silence those voices. Tonight, we invite a higher voice. In Psalm 147 verse 3, the ancient scriptures declare, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." Not figuratively, literally, if you believe. And even if you don't, even if you're unsure, this prayer has the power to reach into your doubt and transform it. Now, speak softly with me. Whisper it if you must. Let your soul be heard by the one who never sleeps. God of healing and mercy, I come before you tonight not as someone strong, but as someone shattered. I carry wounds that no doctor can see. I hold memories that cut deeper than any knife. But I believe that you, and only you, are the healer of souls and the restorer of broken lives. Let that prayer settle. Don't rush. Let it echo in your heart. Because the true restoration begins not when the prayer ends, but when your spirit starts believing it's already happening. There's a reason why night is the holiest time to speak to the divine. Not because the heavens are more open, but because your soul is. In the stillness, your pain rises to the surface. Your regrets dance like shadows on the walls. And your heart, it becomes honest, raw, vulnerable. And that's exactly where healing begins. Think of the scars you hide from everyone else. The pain you cover with smiles. The loneliness you mask with routine. What if, just for this moment, you let it all go? What if you invited God into the places you've tried to protect, even from Him? Father, I surrender my fear. I surrender my anxiety. I surrender the parts of me that scream and fight and resist. I am tired of being strong for everyone else. Tonight, I just want to be held. I want to feel your peace wrap around me like a blanket. I want to feel safe again. These words are not just poetic. They're prophetic. Because when you pray with honesty, heaven leans in. And when you pray with desperation, heaven moves. There are people watching this right now who have been carrying pain for years. Maybe you were abandoned. Maybe you were abused. Maybe your health is failing and you've given up. But this prayer tonight, it's not just words. It's a seed. And seeds, when placed in the right soil, your soul, and watered by faith, grow into miracles. Maybe you're crying right now. Let the tears fall. Don't hold them back. Each tear you cry is a message your heart is sending to the heavens. And God hears them all. Psalm 56 verse 8 says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle." Imagine that. Every tear, remembered, saved, honored. Say this next part with me. God of the impossible, I ask you to restore what has been broken in my life. Mend the relationships that seem beyond repair. Heal the wounds I don't speak about. Repair what's been stolen from me. My joy, my peace, my hope. I believe you are still the God who does miracles. I believe restoration is coming. Let that declaration become your belief. Even if your faith is small. Even if doubt still lingers. Because sometimes, all it takes is a mustard seed. The process of healing often starts invisibly. Like roots growing underground, far from sight, before a flower breaks through the surface. And maybe that's what's happening to you right now. Maybe something unseen is already shifting within you, a calm washing over your chest, a warmth behind your eyes. That's not imagination. That's transformation. That's the Spirit moving. We often believe healing has to be immediate to be real. But God operates on a different timeline. Sometimes, He heals instantly. Other times, He walks beside you, step by step, as your soul begins to recover. Not just from what happened to you, but from what you believed because of it. You're not forgotten. You're not cursed. You're not broken beyond repair. Tonight's prayer is meant to realign your spirit with this truth. That no matter what the world says about you, no matter what you've been told, or what you've even told yourself, you are worthy of restoration. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of peace. Lord, I release the lies I've believed. The ones that told me I was too far gone. The ones that said I wasn't good enough. The ones that made me think I deserved the pain I endured. I choose tonight to believe that I am loved, that I am chosen, that I am whole in your eyes. Let that truth wash over you like healing water. Imagine yourself standing beneath a waterfall of divine grace, every drop removing shame, every flow washing away the residue of trauma, fear, and guilt. If you're praying for someone else, a friend, a parent, a child, a partner, then extend this prayer to them as well. Because sometimes, your prayer can become the bridge someone else walks across to find healing. Your intercession can shift someone else's destiny. God, I lift up those I love who are broken. I ask for you to touch them where I cannot, to heal them in ways I could never manage. Where doctors have failed, where words have fallen short, where time has not been enough, be their healer. Be their restorer. Be their peace. Do you feel that stillness right now? That's not emptiness. That's sacred silence. That's the divine presence surrounding you, filling the room, entering your heart. Don't rush this moment. Sit in it. Let it embrace you. You are not alone. In the darkest hours of night, something spiritual begins to awaken. It's no coincidence that many people feel their deepest pain at 2 a.m. or cry alone around 3 a.m. The night doesn't just reveal your fears, it reveals your need. And where there is need, there is an opportunity for divine encounter. Tonight is not just another night. It's not just another prayer. It's a spiritual crossing. For some, this will be the moment your healing journey begins. For others, it will be the final piece of the puzzle that shifts everything. And for a few, yes, even you, this may be the miracle moment you've been begging for in silence. God, I receive your healing. I don't want to just feel better. I want to be restored. Not just in body, but in mind, in spirit, and in identity. Make me new. Make me whole. Let my scars become stories of survival, not symbols of shame. Feel that prayer settle deep within you. You're not reciting empty words. You're declaring transformation over your life. And in the realm of the Spirit, words hold immense power. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and tonight, you are choosing life. You may feel resistance. That's normal. Healing comes with confrontation. You're confronting pain, confronting lies, confronting the parts of you that have grown comfortable with suffering. But don't back away. Lean in. The resistance is proof you're on holy ground. Lord, if I must cry, let these tears be seeds. If I must remember, let these memories be redeemed. And if I must wait, let my waiting not be in vain. I trust you, even in the dark. Faith isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to believe even when fear is loud. And right now, you're doing something powerful. You're praying when everything in you wanted to give up. That alone is an act of war against the darkness. Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let your fists unclench. You're not fighting this alone anymore. Heaven is on your side. Healing is not always visible in the moment, but it begins in these sacred spaces, where vulnerability meets surrender, and brokenness meets divine mercy. Tonight, as your eyes grow heavy and your body begins to rest, know that your spirit is wide awake, receiving restoration from the source of all life. It's easy to think nothing has changed, but healing often begins in silence. It whispers before it roars. And when the roar comes, it will shake the foundations of your pain, disintegrating the walls you've built to protect yourself from more hurt. You will look back on this moment and realize, it began here. Say these final words with me. God, I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I trust you with it. I lay my burdens at your feet, not just because I want relief, but because I believe you are faithful. Tonight, I sleep not in fear, but in faith. Because you are the one who restores. You are the one who heals. And you never stop working, even when I'm at my weakest. Let these words echo into the stillness. Let them surround your room. Let them seal your soul in divine protection. As you drift into sleep, imagine a light filling the corners of your room. Not the artificial light of lamps or screens, but a holy light. A divine presence. Surrounding your bed. Guarding your dreams. Breathing peace into your chest. This is not just poetic. It's spiritual truth. Isaiah 26 verse 3 promises, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Let that promise rest on your pillow tonight. There is a peace that defies logic. There is a healing that ignores medical timelines. There is a restoration that breaks every human prediction. And it's coming for you, not because you earned it, but because God delights in showing mercy. Even as you sleep, the Spirit intercedes for you. Even in dreams, healing continues. Your rest is not wasted time. It is divine cooperation with a God who works miracles while you sleep. So rest now, not in fear, not in doubt, but in the assurance that the God of healing is already at work. As this sacred night reaches its end, you might feel lighter, not because your circumstances instantly changed, but because your spirit did. You have planted a seed, and now it's heaven's job to water it, grow it, and let it flourish. That is the mystery of faith. That is the power of prayer. Your journey doesn't end here. Healing is ongoing. Restoration is a process. But tonight, you've chosen to begin, and that, alone, is miraculous. Let this be your final prayer before sleep. God, I thank you. Not just for what you've done, but for what you will do. Thank you for seeing me when no one else did. Thank you for hearing the cries I couldn't put into words. Thank you for holding me together when I thought I would break. I believe you are restoring my soul, piece by piece, breath by breath, night by night. Tonight's prayer was not a ritual. It was a resurrection. A rising of your spirit from the ashes. A reclaiming of your peace. A declaration that darkness doesn't get the final word. And neither does pain. Let this message stay with you tomorrow, next week, and beyond. Whenever you feel the wounds reopening, return to this prayer. Play it again. Speak the words again. Healing is not a one-time moment. It is a relationship with the divine. And now, let us leave you with this reflection. Pain is not the enemy. It's a signal. A reminder that something is out of alignment. But pain can also be the doorway through which God walks in. So do not fear your wounds. Invite God into them. Let your brokenness become the place where miracles begin. Let your suffering become sacred space. And let your prayer become a daily rhythm that brings heaven down to earth. Because there's one truth you need to remember, no matter how dark your night gets. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. And you are not beyond healing. Thank you for watching this video. We kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Also, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads. See you in the next video.